to all of you. And we are going to begin with a very interesting session, which is going to discuss what is happening at the technological front with respect to the biocontrols and the biostimulants. As you know that after the recent developments which has happened across the world, particularly in the European Union, there has been a lot of talk about the phasing out of the pesticides, introduction of the new biopesticides, and new regime is coming up as far as the plant protection is concerned. They have been very serious about the food safety aspect, and in that view, they have reviewed many of their regulations, and it has become very stringent nowadays. It's very difficult to register any chemical pesticide, particularly with respect to if it has if it is not safe to any, even if to human beings, even if to environment, if it is not safe, it will not be registered. So what we see a dawn, we see a hope that whatever we are developing in the biological world will get registered, and it will see a day of the light. It will, and it is a what we are what we are envisaging is that the biological will ultimately see the day, and they will catch up. And we are a lot of hopes are now being generated on these uh, biological control agents and biological pesticides. But if you really see the basket of the chemical pesticides, we still do not have enough to match whatever is available in the chemical world. Though it's not to deny that the role they have played in achieving the food security, but ultimately the food safety is now it's not only the food security, but it's also the food nutrition security and the food safety. Both are now being talked about. In view of that, we see that biologicals are emerging as an integrated tool to combat this plant protection war, which we are having with the emerging pests. And as far as the pest and disease scenario is concerned, every day we are seeing new pest emerging. So it's not that once we develop something and that will be panacea or that will control. There are many pests are emerging, new diseases are emerging. So it's a continuous war which we have to we have to work on war footing. We cannot be in compliance by developing few biologicals and then thinking that we have achieved the whatever we want to achieve. So it has to be a continuous war against the pests and diseases, emerging resistance, new pest, and so on. So we have a very good panel. We have very eminent panelists among us who will be sharing their thoughts about what their companies are doing or what it is being done in on the front foot as far as the technological developments are concerned in this area.